Okay, so guess where I am this morning? I'm at the house of a new friend called Fred who grows prickly pears in his yard, and I don't know why, I've always been fascinated with prickly pear. I used to go around, play at my friends' houses, and kind of implicitly you start to get a feeling that, you know as a child you go over to your friend's house and their family is different. You don't question why, but you notice little things like there's a prickly pear cactus in their yard, and I always kind of found them a little bit fascinating. Like you can see behind me, they're weird. I kind of love it. They're just the strangest things, and they interest me both as someone who loves to garden and grow food, but also just as someone who loves cultural differences and all those little tiny peripheral things that combine together to make a big picture of how a culture differs and how their way of life at home might be a little bit different to ours. I just thought I'd come and drop by and say hi, and I've never tasted it before. After all these years of seeing prickly pear by the side of the road and just thinking they're fascinating, never actually tasted it. So I thought I'd get someone in the know who actually grows them, loves them, is Maltese, and can tell me all about it and why it's something you see outside a Maltese home so often. Yeah, join me. It's
Family, and brother and sister.
4 of the siblings are in Australia.
Yeah, 4 in Australia, and 3 in Malta, and 2 pass away.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago, pass away. My brother and sister, my father and mother, she live in Malta. Yeah, the big ones, the small ones, and so some pass away, some are not.
Who's the oldest?
The oldest is this one.
Yeah? And who's the baby?
This one. That's passed away. It's maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So you married in Malta?
Yes. And then 3 months after we came here.
3 months only?
3 months after, yeah.
New life.
Yeah.
Gosh. So
Just 24 hours with the airplane.
Oh, a long way.
Yeah.
Really, we was lucky that we came with the plane. Because some of the other people that time, they come with the boat. Even 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah, with the boat. I tell her, I don't come with the boat. 3 months in the boat. And one.
Sick of it.
Yeah.
Just one room like
One
the sheep.
room.
Same thing.
Oh, no.
And there they put the sheep in there. Oh, you can stay in there.
Just talk to me, just ignore the camera.
Yeah, shut up.
So,
Okay.
What year did you move here?
Yeah, we moved here 1973.
Yes.
And then here was all bush that time.
Right.
We cleared it. I cleared a lot of trees with chain block and dig with pick and shovel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
did you have family here already, or you the first?
no, I had my brother used to live in Blacktown. He still live in Blacktown.
Right.
I came 1970.
Yep.
And we lived for 3 years with him there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we bought this place and was nothing in here.
Right.
Just an old house, fibro.
Yeah.
We fixed it to live in it. Then when I cleared the garden, I started growing watermelon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was
And
that new here?
Was there?
Was there many watermelon growers already?
No, not much, no.
Okay.
I used to go and sell them on the side of the road.
So good business then, because...
Oh, just a bit extra, something so I can organize more for the garden.
Yeah.
That time I used to work in a concrete yard in Blacktown.
Yeah.
We done a lot of work for the Opera House. Yeah, I used to work 12 to 16 hours a day.
On construction of the Opera House.
Making the panels, like from pouring to finish.
Were there lots of Maltese workers on the Opera House?
Yeah, used to be a lot of Maltese there.
Right.
Yeah, and I used to work 12 hours where we make the molds together, pour, and then after 12 hours I used to make another 4 hours with the crane driver, loading some trailers.
Yeah.
So early in the morning go to Sydney to the Opera House.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hard work. And all You were saving money to
And
put
then
into your farm?
That's right. That time I was saving the money to pay the loan because I borrow money
Yep.
for that time.
Yep.
Yeah. And then and then I fixed the garden. Then after 4 years in there, overtime finished.
Yep.
So then I find another job with overtime, working in a factory, making glass bottles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And from then, after 8 years in there, we start market gardening. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
what you wanted to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you do that back home?
Yes, we done that back home as well. Yeah, we used to work in the garden.
Yeah.
She never worked in the garden before, my wife.
Yep.
Yeah, but in here she's interested herself.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice lifestyle?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Very quiet, no responsibility. And as long you got enough to eat, that's enough, eh?
So you grow for yourself
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you grow enough to sell?
Yeah, and here just for ourselves, little bits and pieces.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
There's not much at the moment, but
It looks like a lot to me.
yeah.
My garden's very small.
Oh.
Just a house garden. What crops do the best in this climate you've found? Like,
Oh, I don't know. We got some sweet potato here. We got the Maltese zucchini in there, the round one.
ah, yeah.
She like that because she can stuff them.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. We got some tomatoes, peanuts, shallot, eggplant, capsicum,
Oh, wonderful.
bits and pieces, broccoli.
Yeah.
That's tomatoes for the late crop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
'Cause
What variety of tomato is
we like to grow the egg one,
that? Ah, okay.
the Roma.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, because it's more flesh in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I make a tomato paste and sauce
Yeah.
with that. Yeah,
And we're here to see the prickly pear today.
yeah, we're going prick.
Okay.
We'll go. They're popular in Malta.
Yeah.
They can grow anywhere, and they don't need any water. You can
so
put
that's why
Yeah,
I
actually,
was going
if-
to ask the history why Maltese people grow
Yes.
them to
Yeah.
begin with in order
They-
to love them.
they don't need water. You can grow them in the desert, wherever you want.
Yeah.
Actually, if they have plenty of water, they will die.
Oh.
Yeah.
They don't like to get their feet
Yeah,
wet.
because I know someone, they got the land always moist,
Yeah.
and they can't grow it,
Oh.
because they'll die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
Well,
they're in fruit at the moment.
they in fruit, all right.
And
yeah.
how long do they fruit?
Very close to finish now.
Okay.
Yeah, because what we don't pick, they're gonna fall on the ground.
Okay. And it's a very short time.
Very short time, and you can pick some. I done this myself.
Ah, nifty. You built that tool?
Yeah.
Oh, how clever. And how do you propagate a new plant?
Somebody gave me a piece of cactus of it from that leaves, and then I start from that piece.
Right. So you just grab the piece and you kind of give it
Yeah.
somewhere where it's got space
You see, like
and
this.
sun. That is so clever. You should patent that.
Pick some yellow one.
And how is it different with the flavour between the yellow and pink?
I'll say same, no difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a different kind.
yeah.
Oh,
And the best time to pick these early in the morning, before sunrise, if it's possible,
why is that?
because they won't be so prickly.
Won't be so prickly.
Yeah, you see these?
Don't touch it.
These all spikes. That's all spikes in there.
Yeah.
And go on your fingers, eh?
Oh.
You see all this sort of like dust flying? That's all the
Ah.
all those pricklies.
Right.
Yeah. Some more further in.
What can you can eat them just fresh, but can
yeah.
you preserve them?
I don't know about preserving, because we never done that. We always used to eat them, say, like a fruit.
Yeah.
Very nice. You peel them, put them in the fridge, and you eat them cold, you know?
Oh, that must be nice on a hot day.
Yes. Well, many times I'll be outside here, I go inside. I had a few.
Yeah. I suppose in Malta as well, there's not a lot of space, so growing one prickly pear plant is going to give you a lot of fruit for a small amount of space.
Oh, really, you find them, because some people, they sell them as well.
Oh, yeah.
Say, when I was young, I used to go and sell them on the road.
Oh.
And those days used to be equivalent 3 cents a kilo. And
Was
you
that-
peel them as well.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, tourists always. And I think this time, it's there is more, a lot.
Yeah.
Because Malta's in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah.
So it's reached from everywhere.
Yeah. Did you come to Australia via there was a assisted migration scheme? Did that help you, or did you just kind of come?
No, they help us to come too.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's the government of Malta or the government of here. And we didn't have to pay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I paid maybe £10 if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
But my wife, she was under a certain age, so she didn't pay anything.
Oh, so they wanted to attract younger
They
people.
want to attract us, yeah.
Okay.
Like to, because they told us plenty work in here.
Yeah.
So we came
Yeah.
because plenty work.
Okay.
Because every year, when it's dry, I'll pick the leaves and give it to the bulls. They
Oh.
got some dry and some of that.
So
this
I've
year-
seen South Americans slicing the leaf part and
Yeah.
eating it.
I do eat it too.
Ah, okay. So how do you cook it?
No, not cook it, just raw.
Okay.
What
So-
I'll do, you peel the green out and you eat inside, and that's very good for the sugar level. Bring you your sugar to a level.
The diabetics could
Yeah,
benefit from it.
diabetes, yeah, they're good.
Oh wow.
You know, this year I'm pulling from this row
Yeah.
for the bulls,
Ah, okay.
and then the old stuff, then at the end I pull it with the tractor and put the new one.
Ah, right.
And then the following year I'll take from that one,
Oh, okay.
from that row, see?
It's very methodical.
So at the same time, it is a feed for the cattle.
Right. And economical too. I mean, it's
Yes, it is, yeah. If you don't cut just one leaf, just one with another 2 or 3 with it, and you'll pick a lot quicker. You
Okay.
save a couple of years like that.
so it can store enough water and food for itself if you get
yeah,
a few
that's
leaves.
right. And before you plant it, leave it about 1 month outside like that to dry a bit,
Right.
and then plant it.
Okay.
Don't plant it straight away.
Okay.
If you want some, you're welcome to have.
Oh, could I have a bit to grow at home?
Yeah, if you want.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah, when the fruit finish, then it's time that you can cut.
Ah, okay.
Not
Oh.
at the moment.
Come back and see you again.
Yeah, whenever. They're called carobs. Carob
Carob?
tree.
Like
Yeah.
the chocolate substitute.
Yeah, they do chocolate now of it. And caffeine's free.
So are you able to sell that? Is that a big enough crop for you
I
to
don't
make
know,
some?
I never sold it. Actually, one of them last year done a few,
Yeah.
and this year she done a few again. That's about 12 years old, those trees.
So how do you turn it into what we see as carob buds or carob?
Carob syrup, they do of it too, which is good, very good for trout.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what
And-
what is it? Is it a pod? Or
I'll show you.
okay.
You see this? Look. Stuck in there?
Oh, you got a prickly pear prickle.
Yeah. There was very small.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can taste
So-
it.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Oh,
Sweet.
oh, it is sweet. Oh wow, I didn't realise, because I know about the process with chocolate and it takes so much processing. Like when if you try to bite into a chocolate pod or bean, you're going to get a bitter taste, but this is sweet,
Sweet.
straight from the tree.
I picked this yesterday, actually.
That's amazing. Was it a happy day that you got your first plot of land? That must have been the most exciting thing, to buy your own land.
That's true, yes. Yeah, I was looking with the agent for some land. And that time, like Schofield, Quakers Hill, all that area, the price was start going up, and I couldn't afford it.
Right.
So I bought here.
Yep.
That time, $18,700. You laugh today, but that time,
Yeah. Yeah, it still must have felt like a big commitment.
wages that time was $50 a week.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's big money too.
Yes.
Yeah, and I used to call it in the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
not anymore.
Not anymore, no. Come and see this place.
Okay. They're quite beautiful,
Yeah.
really, aren't they?
They live very long time, even 1,000 years. This year.
Where do they come from?
In Malta, from Malta originally. And in Malta, very popular.
Right.
And these are green all the year around.
They're just
And
gorgeous.
this what you
even.
see here, it's about 12 years old now.
Right. Carob trees.
This one?
Yep.
That's for next year.
Right. And so these will need. Do you prune them?
No, I never prune them. They still the original.
Right. That's carob in Malta.
Carib.
Say again.
Harub.
Harub.
Harub. With a
Harub.
H.
Okay. Harub. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Did you build that?
I built it and I done the bricks as well.
Oh my gosh, you're clever.
Yeah, I make the bricks. That bricks is 50% sawdust. Yeah, and 50% sand, bricky sand.
So did you have to cook them? You have to bake them?
No.
Just
In the
sun?
mold. Yeah, and cement, of white cement. Mix
God.
it, fill up the molds,
Yeah.
and next day take them off the mold and let them dry.
So you're using stuff you already had, really.
Okay.
Sawdust, did you say?
Sawdust, yeah. You
So-
go to the mill where they cut the timber
Right.
and you buy a few bags, how much of you want. Some like it like this, see?
Yeah. And it's got a nice age on it. Like
Yeah.
it looks pretty. Shells come from where?
From La Perouse. You know La Perouse? Yeah, the
Really?
beach?
Is that where you like to go to the beach if you went to the
yeah,
beach?
we used to go there, yeah.
It is beautiful there. The
Yeah,
rocks
it is,
and-
yeah. Because I used to go snorkeling a lot.
Okay.
I like snorkeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It, being in the middle of the Mediterranean, fish was a big part of the Maltese diet. But you're far from the ocean here.
And here, yes,
Yeah.
it's hour and a half travel.
Yeah.
Over there, doesn't matter where you live, few minutes and you'll be there.
Yeah.
But Malta, it's only 40 kilometers from point to point.
Yeah.
So if you live in the middle, if you go sideways, maybe not even 20, maybe 15
Yeah, wow.
kilometers from side to side.
Yeah.
So you got 7 kilometers, you go to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does it feel like, does everybody know everybody?
nearly.
Yeah.
Especially on the village,
Yeah.
they know everyone here. First, wet them in the water, like this,
Yep.
right? So those spikes, they come soft
Yeah.
and doesn't stick as much in your fingers.
Okay.
Like you, I suggest you to wear rubber gloves.
Okay.
That you'll be 100% protected.
Okay.
Okay? But me, I don't scare. I grab them like this. Cut a piece there.
Oh.
Little bit from here.
Yep. Oh wow.
And ready to have.
Yeah.
Alicia? Come on, grab it.
I think it would. Oh.
No, it's better by hand, Alicia. Okay.
Oh well. They're really beautiful, aren't they? Just to look at.
Yes.
It's like a perfect little snack just made to be eaten, isn't it?
Yes. Especially when they're fresh, it's better than you leave them, you know.
Yeah.
Come on, baby, come on.
That must be quite a relaxing job to do. So there is no way to make a jam? Can you preserve them in any way?
I think they start doing few things more up
Well,
of
yeah.
them,
Okay.
But when you make the
but
jam,
we don't know really.
when you make the jam, it's put too much sugar,
Too much sugar.
but it's no good for the people, you know. I don't like it too much sugar.
So that's been put in the fridge.
Yes. Want some else here?
If you like it, if you don't.
Yeah, we peel some fresh
It's
ones.
like
She peeled this yesterday.
it's got the seeds like pomegranate
the
kind of and
Pomegranate, like the passion fruit.
passion fruit.
Yeah.
It's like nothing else, isn't it? It's just like prickly pear and not really much like
Bread.
That's it. Yes, please.
I'll just show
That
people what it
pond-
looks like. See, it's got seeds and very, it's firm when you pick it up, but once you bite into it, it's quite, like it's soft. It's soft to bite into. It's not dense like papaya. It's soft. Like it's the seeds that hold it together.
Yeah.
So were you the first Maltese family on this road?
The
No.
first Maltese, yes. There was people before us,
Oh, yes.
but as a Maltese, we are the first on this road. And then eventually, they all been changed, selling, and selling
The
again.
real estate gets yeah.
But I think
So it's
now more Maltese in here,
in this area.
in this area, with the other country, with the like.
Then others. It's more than before.
Is Londonderry a spot that Maltese people tend to love because of the flat? Because it's flat?
Maybe because to work the land, you need a bit of flat area, not hilly and yeah.
Did you have to do a lot of work on the soil when you first moved here?
Yes, because it was all trees. And after we pull all the trees, then we start. Eventually I bought a tractor, plowing, put a lot of manure,
Yeah.
and then start growing,
So in the 70s, where did you get? You didn't have cows yet?
No,
Where did you get fertilizer, manure?
at first I used to go from Blacktown off Sunny Hall Road, which is building today in there.
Right.
Yeah, I used to
So-
go there, and I had a VW Beetle, yeah, and I used to load on the trailer and bring it from there to here,
Gosh.
and then eventually start buying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've managed to change the soil. It was virgin bush, and you've transformed the soil
To a garden, yes.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, that's a lot of work until you pick up all the roots,
Yeah.
stumps, and all that,
yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard other people say that Maltese farmer can turn desert into a food farm. Like
That's
that's
true,
a
yeah.
Maltese thing.
Yeah. Because in Malta it's only rock and little bit of soil, and we grow anything in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you kept the rabbits. The chefs at Limestone told me that anyone can keep rabbits because you could just keep them in a cage in a small space.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
gave them about 3 feet by 2 feet each rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have comfortable area.
Yeah.
You don't want them too close either, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and feed them every day.
Yeah.
And when you got the litters,
Yeah.
then you separate them after a while.
Yeah.
And then when they're 3 months old, you make them a dinner.
Is it hard?
No, not really, no. Because when they're small, they're pets.
Yeah.
I call them Steward. Hello, Steward. How are you?
All of them are Stuart.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. And then when they grow up, for short, instead I call them Steward, I call them Stew.
So do you wait for a special occasion, or do you do them all and freeze
No.
them?
No, when we have, say like last week I had a couple, they was ready,
Yeah.
and we clean them and we put them in the freezer.
Okay, yeah.
And we chop them and she put them in a packets, how much you can use at a time,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and that's it. Say, oh, this packet. And
So
that's
it's economical too, because
Yeah.
rabbits make more rabbits for free. So
Yeah, but no,
No, it's very hard.
you get a boy rabbit from elsewhere so that they're not interbreeding.
that's
and,
right,
Yeah,
yes.
So do you swap rabbits with other Maltese people?
Really, I swapped that one I showed you.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because the one I had before just die.
Yeah.
They're easy to die too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes we have rabbits, and you know the council who leave the virus for the wild rabbits.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, they more kill the domestic ones
Yeah.
than the wild ones.
Because they're not hardy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and sometimes a rabbit it costs you more to grow it than if you have to buy it.
I see.
Yeah, because you know you got maybe 7 rabbits, litter of 7. Feed them every day. The pellets is not cheap; it's very dear. And then sometimes when it's close to ready, you see them start dying. And if I see them start dying, I wouldn't feed
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gosh.
but what we can do.
Yeah. Still
but,
though,
but
it's
still we like to have them.
yeah. You compare it to how the rest of us. The rest of us have, unless you know, I have a food garden, but most other people, like city people, won't. And so if they don't have anything in the fridge or the pantry, they don't have food.
That's true, yeah.
But I've noticed a lot of Maltese families, if there's nothing in the kitchen, no worries. You can go outside.
That's
There's
it,
something
yeah.
to eat outside.
Like this morning, I went there, was watering this morning, first thing. First I fed the animals, and then we were watering the garden. So when you came, I was picking some beans. So we picked some cucumber, some beans. I don't know if it's any marrows.
I don't know.
The kid will have to check that.
Yeah, they grow
Yeah.
fast, don't they?
Yes, they do, yeah. And then shallot when we need, we got plenty. Like carrots, we got plenty. So whenever she wants, get me some carrots, Fred. That's it, I'll go there. Some carrots from the garden to the kitchen.
Nice lifestyle, eh?
I like it like that, yeah. That's the way how we grown up when we was little, you know. Grow vegetables for us too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was coming to Australia a combination of, like, there's already a scheme to help it be cheap to come,
Yeah.
but also, even if there wasn't, why Australia?
Many Maltese, they start coming here and we follow them. Everybody said, oh, plenty of work in Australia, you can work as much as you like.
Yeah.
So we came here. And actually Maltese people, they've been coming here since, say, Captain Cook. Because they used to be Maltese with the English fleet.
Yeah.
And the English fleet, they used to come here. Yeah, and somewhere in Crunel, there is what do you call it? Names of people that they died in the old days with the English fleet, and there is Maltese names too.
Was anyone that you already knew in Malta coming across at roughly the same time? Like,
That they
or
can't.
did they go to other parts of Australia? Do you have any friends that went elsewhere, in Queensland or?
No, not really. I don't know much. But once we went to Melbourne, visit my my sister. She used to live in Melbourne, and I met with a bloke that we used to work together in Malta. And he used to tell me, "Don't go to Australia. Stay here. It's no good. Stay here." And then I just met him there, face to face.
And he came himself.
Yeah, and then after he came himself, yeah. He told me,
changed
what
his
you
mind.
doing here, Fred? I said, oh, what you doing here, child? Yeah, and that's it. First he told me to not come, and then I just met him in Melbourne. Yeah, very, very big
Change of
fluke.
heart.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
But do you like Melbourne?
No, I never liked it.
Ah, okay.
I've been there about maybe 3 times in summer, and always shriveling cold.
Yeah.
Cold. So, and I don't like cold. I like heat.
Ah, okay.
So I said I'll never go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I went 3 times there because my sister, she used to live in there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't go.
So why did your sister choose to go to Melbourne?
Because when she came at first, I had an auntie living in Melbourne.
Right.
So I think she made guarantor for her.
Okay.
Cause
No, sorry, your brother.
yeah, that's
first.
right. My brother. That's right. My brother used to live in Melbourne,
Okay.
and that's my auntie make him guarantor.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, and your brother.
And then my brother made guarantor to my sister
I see.
in there. So my sister, she came in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And then my brother came here in
Yeah.
Sydney, New South Wales.
Okay.
And then after my sister, she came here too.
Right.
She came once or a couple of times for holiday,
Yeah.
and she liked it here.
Yeah.
So she stayed here.
That's beautiful. Is that how, because in the academic world they call it chain migration, where, you know, the sibling comes, other sibling comes, so on. And is that how you are able to support each other? Is that going guarantor for each other,
Yeah.
one in turn?
Yeah.
Is that something that you've heard other families have done as well?
Yeah, because when we came, somebody have to make guarantor for us.
Yeah.
And that's mean for 2 years, if we don't find work, they have to be guarantor of us. We can't go on social service,
I see. Okay.
right? We can't go Centrelink for help
Yeah.
for 2 years. And anything we need, we can't go to the government.
Yeah.
Somebody
So you need
like
that.
he have to support us.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's guarantor.
Well, that's still the case now, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
When I came here, my brother asked me, I told him I want to find a job now. He told me, what sort of job you want? I told him, any job as long as I work. Then he told me what he was doing back home. I told him concrete and building. Oh, concrete, he said, plenty work. And he took me there at Tassel Road, and my brother filled up the form for me. They asked me what he was doing before. I said, concrete. Oh, you can start tomorrow if you like. And that's it, straight away.
That must have been a relief for you.
Yeah, and on the 2nd of July, 1970, I arrived here. Maybe on the 5th, 6th, I start work straight away.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you wanted to start a family, you know, have your house, start a family, all that. So if you had
Yeah.
work, you must have felt like, oh,
Then when we start work, saving to
Yeah.
buy our own. Eh?
yeah,
Because in Blacktown we wasn't that happy then. Was living in a garage, no toilet, shower cold water, no hot water, and in winter, oh no.
oh, so cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That time Blacktown wasn't much good, you know. It was,
Yeah. Do you do anything differently at your house that is specifically Maltese that you hang on to and makes you feel,
Maybe the cooking,
yeah,
how she cook,
yeah,
like Maltese food, Maltese system, right?
yeah,
Say every first Wednesday of the month, we go land.
When's they coming?
That's like Wednesday coming.
Coming,
Oh, yeah.
go.
We
Oh,
go,
you told me on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Maltese community.
Yeah.
We meet there once a month, and we have something. Sometimes we have a speaker about something, whatever. Sometimes we have a video about Malta or something like that. Yeah.
That must be nice.
Yeah.
So, what do you call that group? Does it have is it official or just
It's
informal?
everybody can go, right? But say, maybe for you, if you don't understand Maltese, the speaker will be English.
Okay, yeah.
Always, right? So that's all right.
Right.
But then it's all Maltese, all yup together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Maltese speak in English.
But we speak English too. Say, if someone say like you come, we're not gonna leave you in a corner by yourself.
Yeah.
We'll mix with the others and everybody speak English as well.
Okay.
Yes.
So you speak Maltese at home to each other?
Yeah, to each other we speak Maltese.
My children speak Maltese
With
too.
our children we speak
her
Maltese.
husbands.
And their husbands.
Maltese too, speak Maltese.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
have,
because
how many kids do you have?
I have,
We have two girls.
Two girls.
Two girls.
Two girls.
And did they both marry Maltese men?
Yes.
Yeah,
And so they
Maltese.
speak Maltese at home?
Yeah.
He's the man Maltese born in here.
Like our children. Our
children.
children is born in here,
Yeah.
but I speak in Maltese, and she speak in Maltese too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of good. And have they passed Maltese language to their children too?
Oh,
It's hard. Some of them like learn Maltese,
they like.
Yeah.
They
but
speak few
sometimes
words.
it's hard. It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can speak few words, but not a good conversation,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes they say, "Oh, speak Maltese." No. And then say, So say that in English. So we'll have to.
but
repeat it.
yeah, but sometimes speaking English and said, "What is speaking Maltese?" That
Speak Maltese.
that's language.
Yeah.
You know, like if you have glass. So what is Maltese in Maltese?
Yeah,
Yeah, tazza.
Yeah.
yeah. They ask
Like-
things.
Things.
Was this in Maltese? Was that
Yeah.
in Maltese?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So when were your children born?
I have the first one, 1973,
Okay.
and the second one, 1976.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And do they still live in the area?
Yeah, one live in Carrijon,
Oh, that's right. Yep.
that
Yeah.
you spoke to
That's
her
right.
daughter, which is
Yeah.
my granddaughter.
Yep.
And I have another one, she lives at Ebenezer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they have
There's stuff in
30 acres, Ebenezer.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a good size, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they farming too?
Yeah, they are farming. Yeah.
Yes.
They are three brothers farming
Windsor.
at Windsor,
Oh, okay.
and they pump from the river.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So have you passed down knowledge to the son-in-law, like farming method and that kind of thing, or is that something? I mean, hang on. You got one son-in-law that's farming, right?
Yes, and another
So
one
did
will-
he learn from his father?
from his father, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because his father used to be market garden.
Okay.
So he grew with his father, market garden,
Yeah.
and then when they grow up, they start farming themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was his father also from the Malta Island or Gozo?
Malta.
Malta.
Malta Island, yeah.
And similar farming style to you?
Yes, similar, yeah.
So you probably have a lot to talk about when you get together.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they work like Australian system, you know, it's not like that. It's
Ah,
because farming over there is different than farming over here, right?
yeah.
Yeah, here with the sprinklers, plenty of water.
Yeah.
In Malta there is no dams, maybe they're wells, they
Right.
pump from the wells.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, gosh.
Yeah. جيني اسمني فريدي بسايلا، جيت من مالطا، كنت نقعد خطرت وكنا نقعد واو لأستراليا لندندري. هناك عندي 5 acres وبخلص عنا هفنا بايتر تالشوك اللي يكون يريد يستيجي انتيخ إننا نقعد هناك كم بدنا نقعد
43. 44.
44 إننا نقعد مالي 44 سنة ودايما خدمنا في الجاردن وكل وخدمت في الكونكوس.
Can you hear it from the house? They keep you nice and relaxed. Sounds beautiful. They're behind me, aren't they?